chart a course back to Northwind headquarters. Eva, inform them that we're bringing in witnesses.
Private, dibble me. We're not going anywhere with you. We don't even know who the heck you are.
The Northwind is an elite undercover. The Northwind is an elite undercover. She's task force dedicated to help. Dedicated to helping. Dedicated to helping animals who can't help themselves. Like penguins.
Really? And you are?
My name is Classified.
Classified, eh? What is that, Dutch? Can't really hear the accent.
Excuse me?
There's the accent.
No, my name isn't Classified. My name is Classified because I am the leader of this strike team. The seal is short fuse, weapons and explosives. The bear is Corporal, he's our muscle. And the owl is Eva, intelligence and analysis.
Well, Agent Classified, we happen to be an elite unit too.
Hello, and welcome to the 47th video of this series we have Get Going. So, the featured movie of the week is Penguins of Madagascar. If you know the Madagascar movie series and whatnot, and you know these penguins, then you're just going to know it's just an absolutely hilarious movie, and it's just amazing. Hands down. So, that being said, let's go into our lesson. The lesson for today is absolutely one of the easiest ones we are going to be talking about. It's easier than like writing decimals out. I honestly just think this is the easiest hands down lesson we will be doing. Hence, this video won't be long, but I will try to give you a lot of examples, but you can always refer to the worksheets for that. So, with that being said, rounding decimals. It is a very easy, very simple concept to do. So, just a quick context before we get into anything. When you round something, you basically, people round, let's say money. Money only has 2 decimal places, right? You only have 5 and 15 cents. You don't have 5 and 155 cents. That doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. So consequently, we have to round. And also, grades. Grades get rounded. When you're in high school, you might have like an 84.6, and that could get rounded to an 85. You probably don't know how that happens, but we'll talk about it. So that is, rounding is used a lot. You probably even use it and don't even know it. So that is, So, fixed it. So, let's say we have this number. And we say rounding with decimals because ultimately the rounding does occur with decimals. But really, you can round without decimals. It's just that 99% of the problems or things that you do round involve decimals. So, let's say I say round to this place. Round to the 2's place. Well, it's a simple rule. If the number is greater than or equal to 5, nope. If the number is greater than or equal to 5, you round up. If the number is less than 5, you round down. And the number that we talk about is the number to the right. The first number to the right. That is a 6. Is 6 greater than, equal to, or less than 5? Perfect, it's greater than. Hence, we round up. So this 2 turns into a 3. Like that. It's that simple. That is the entire lesson. Let's say we had this number. I said round to 4. round to the ones place. This is the ones place. So let's say round to the ones place. Meaning that we only want the ones place. We want the last digit to be in the ones place. We don't want this number. We don't want anything after it. We just want to end at the ones place. So round to the ones place. So let's say, all right, the number next to it is 5. Is that greater than, equal to, or less than 5? Well, I'm pretty sure that 5 is equal to 5. And since it's equal to, we round up again. So since we round up, we add 1. If we round down, we subtract 1. So adding 1, bring it to an 85. And now since we rounded to the ones place, the last number's in the ones place. Final example. No. Final example. Round again to the ones place. So the next number is a 4. This is less than 5, so we round down. Since we round down, we don't actually subtract 1, we just keep it as is. So it just stays 92. So if we round up, we add 1. If we round down, we add 0. So nothing happens. We just chop it off. Basically how it works. We chop it off and add 1 if we round up. We chop it off and nothing happens if it's less than 5. However, if I gave you this and I said round it, you're going to have a problem. Exactly. Most of you see it already. This is a 9. We would round up because this is a 7, correct? But what do we round it to? 9 plus 1. Whoopsies. 9 plus 1 is 10. And that's 2 digits. So what do? Well, it's that simple. It's like addition. If I took this, let's say if I took 109 and I added 1, this would become a 0. We bring the 1. So it's that perfect. So this would be the number. We just add 1. So let's say if I gave you this example, same thing, just a 2 now. What do you think it would be? Exactly, a 130, 0. Because this rounds the 9 up. The 9 plus 1 makes this a 0. And we add 1 to the next number because we're just doing addition. And that brings us to 130. That simple. Now if I said round till this number, to the tens place. Round to the tens place. What number would we get? Now most of you are like, what? Because you don't know. You're like, oh, let me round this number. But no. We don't focus about this number. We only worry about the number before the tens place because we're rounding to the tens place. So there could be a million more little numbers here. We don't care about them. We just care about the number before it. This is less than 5. We round down, meaning it stays the same. So the essence over here is that if I wanted to round here, then the only number that matters, the only numbers that I'm looking at are these two. These don't matter. I don't need to round this and then round that and then round that and then round. I just need to round here. These don't matter, and this, just stays the same in the answer. So I'm going to give you 2 examples. And yeah, so round to the hundredths place, round to the 6 over here. Round to the tens place over here. And lastly, round to the hundredths place. So this, the number that that I just underlined is the place that I want you to round to. Your worksheets will be like round to the nearest tenth. When they say that, they just mean round to the tens place. I'm going to repeat that because it's very important. Your worksheets will be like round to the nearest tenths place. All they're saying is round to the tenths place. Like in this example, this one over here, the 12.456. We are rounding to the tenths place, meaning we are rounding to the nearest tenth. Just remember that. So we have to specify a place that we're rounding to because there are a lot of digits in these numbers. We don't know what we're rounding to. So this is why they specify to the tenths place. Since they say we're rounding to the tenths place, we want the last number, last digit in the number to end in the tenths place. Like over here in this the 5.15.42, 15.42. I wanted to round to the tenths place, hence the last number in the last digit in this number is in the tenths place. So since we round to the tenths place, the last place value that should be in that number is the tenths place. So what do you think the last place value is going to be in this number? Exactly the 100th place, because we're rounding to the hundredth. So the last digit that we'll see will be in the 100th place, meaning there will be 4 digits before it. Because we have the actual 100, the 10, the 1, the 10th place, and then the 100th place. So with that being said, I'm going to pause myself for 5 seconds, try this, and then we are going to talk about it. Okay. So, with that being said, let's just get straight into it. We wanted to round to the 100th place in this first example. So, since we are rounding to the 100th place, we have to focus on the next number to the right. That is an 8. 8 is greater than 5. So we round up. So it's 127.37. That's simple. 4. Which number are we concerned with? The 5. Exactly. We don't care about the 6. We just care about the 5. Since we just care about the 5, the 6 doesn't matter, or any number after it, they do not matter. So the 5 equal to 5, so we round up, so it's 12.5. Remember, round to the tens place, last number tens place. Round to the hundreds place, last number in hundreds place. Final number. The next number to the right of it, the first number to the right is 5. That's equal to 5, so we round up. So we get 0.50. Because this, when we add 1, this turns into a 0, and then we bring the 1 over again to add the 1 to the 4 to make it a 5. And remember, round to the hundredths. Hundredths is the last place. So that is basically the essence of the video here. Hope you guys really understood it. Obviously, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I know this rounding concept, even though it is simple and it will take time to get used to, is difficult at first. Like any other topic, they're always difficult at first. Please do not feel ashamed if you do not understand it. I personally remember that I did not understand this topic for a long time. So please don't feel discouraged or ashamed. And if you are having some trouble, please just try the worksheets, because the more practice you do, the better you will be at it. That is a 1000% guarantee. So alright guys, hope you enjoyed this little video here. Stay safe, stay cool, and stay learning. Bye-bye.